The scene is 1923. Cornelia Skinner and Emily Kimbrough are two young ladies seeking a summer full of excitement and adventure, and they take their first trip to Paris. They feel the need to be emancipated, so they choose to travel abroad on a ship without their parents. Throughout the summer, they meet many interesting people and make memories that last a lifetime. Tonight's performance, Our Hearts Were Young.
Cabin for Miss Skinner and Miss Kimbrough. This way, please.
Cornelia, here it is. You don't have to look in all the cabins, dear. We found it. Now, Stuart, you'll show Miss Skinner where everything is, won't you?
Yes, miss.
Cornelia, dear, make sure you understand everything.
This is the bath, miss.
Cornelia, do you hear? That's the bath. And these are your beds. Bunks, they call them, dear. I wonder if you want to sleep up and Emily down. Or Emily up and you down.
You'll find the wash basin here, miss.
See, Cornelia, that's the wash basin. I do wonder about these beds. Cornelia, who weighs most, you or Emily? I suppose you do, dear. Although I must say you've been looking very trim lately. It's nice to see you losing that baby fat, dear.
Mother?
Just ring this if you wish anything, miss.
Cornelia, where's your father? We've lost your father. Otis! Otis! Here we are!
May I have the tags for your trunk, Miss Skinner?
Oh, yes, of course.
Otis, you must keep up with us. We've only got a few moments to say goodbye to our baby.
Mother.
Keep up with you? One more flight of stairs down and I'd have had a heart attack.
You've only yourself to thank. When you said you wanted to see the cabin, Cornelia told you it was below deck.
Well, what she neglected to mention was that it was so far down that it's actually resting on the keel. I'll see to your trunks immediately, miss. Will there be anything else?
No, thank you. That's all. That is all, Mother, isn't it?
Cornelia, dear.
Tip the man, Cornelia. He's in business.
Mother?
Thank you, miss. Which of the trunks would you like to have brought to your cabin?
Oh, all of them, of course.
Cornelia, you won't want them all just for 2 weeks on shipboard.
Mother, how would you know? My crepe dress is in one trunk, the shoes that go with it in another, and the hat that
All
goes...
the trunks, Steward. Ship ahoy. Yes, sir. Yes, miss. Anything you say, miss.
Now, Otis, you can't sit there. Our own boat goes before Cornelius does. You mother!
Why did you have to humiliate me?
Humiliate you?
Yes, exactly. Here I am going on an ocean voyage with that man
You're what?
who doesn't know anything about me. And here you are, right off, giving him the impression I'm a baby.
Well, after all, Cornelia, you're only 19. Oh, Otis, do you think we should let her do it?
I don't see any sense in it. Here we are, you and I going to Paris, and Cornelia and Emily going to Paris, on 2 different boats. What for? There's room on our boat. It's not a canoe.
But, Father, that's the whole point of this trip. Emily and I are growing up, maturing. Why, you might even say we're becoming emancipated.
Yes, you might. I wouldn't, but you might.
Father, it's my money. I saved it up. Emily saved up hers, too.
Well, they take money on our boat. They're taking mine.
But it's more expensive. Don't you see? This may not be very stylish, but it's all our own.
Great Scott, you haven't bought the blasted thing, have you?
You know perfectly well what I mean. Besides, I can't always be a leech, sucking away at your vitals.
Maud, does this child have to talk like that?
Cornelia, dear, don't be so dramatic. I'll turn down your beds for you.
You know, you'll be lucky if this old tug gets out the harbor. I know what it reminds me of. The tomb scene. Shall we stay in this palace of dim night? Alack, what blood is this which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? Lady, come away from this nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep.
Otis, we haven't time for Romeo and Juliet.
Besides, Father, I've got to save extra money for the lessons. When I get to Paris, I'm going to take acting lessons from Monsieur de la Croix. If they'll take me.
Dear, I don't like you consorting with strange Frenchmen. Couldn't you have taken lessons from an American actor?
Mother, there's no one in the American theater today. Simply no one. Oh, Father, I don't count you. Besides, I know all your tricks.
Tricks? All ashore that's going ashore.
Oh, dear. I can't bear to think of leaving you until Emily gets here. We've got our own boat to catch.
Yes, I don't feel up to rowing across.
Oh, I can hardly wait to see Emily. I've missed her so desperately.
How long is it since you've seen her?
Not since school closed, Father. 10 days ago.
Well, I hope you won't find her too much changed.
Cornelia, before we go, there are a few things I must say to you.
I'll bet Emily's already on board and got lost in that labyrinth out there. Emily! Emily!
Yes, Mother.
Whatever you do, you must not talk to strange men. And do stand up straight and keep your shoulders back so you'll look pretty.
So strange men will talk to her?
Don't be trying your acting out all the time, dear. Just when the occasion calls for it. Like a ship's concert or something. Or better still, save it for that Monsieur, whatever his name is. I do hope he's a gentleman.
Yes, Mother.
And oh, yes, I have a little present for you.
You have?
Yes, dear. A going away gift. And very sensible, too.
Oh.
See, dear? A safety pocket.
Oh, what?
Or your old razor blades?
You put your valuables in it. I'll show you.
But isn't it sort of big, Mother?
No bigger than your purse, dear.
But that long strap, what's that for?
Why, to fasten it around your waist, of course.
But Mother, it looks heavy. I'd just as soon wear a papoose.
Well, fortunately, you're not being faced with the alternative.
Cornelia, don't talk nonsense. Nobody's going to see it.
Nobody's going to see it. How will they miss it? They'll be lucky if they're not struck with it every time I turn a corner.
But baby, you wear it inside the dress, like this. It's the only safe way. I read in all the papers about these young girls being accosted by bandits and brigades.
Although conditions have improved since the Spanish Main, I'll bet Emily's on board someplace. Emily! Emily Kimbrough! Come out wherever you are!
There now, you see? Nobody will ever notice it.
No one will notice it. Look at that bulge. They'll think I'm a smuggler.
Cornelia, it's a necessary precaution. I want you to promise me you'll wear it all the time.
Oh, no, Mother, please. Please don't make me promise.
Otherwise, I won't have a moment's peace about you.
But I'll never be able to face Emily.
Good heavens, why not?
With a beanbag bouncing around inside my clothes. She'll think my parents are just plain primitive.
I knew she was on board and couldn't find her way. She was just heading to the boiler room.
Poor Bonnie.
Emily.
There you are, Emily. We thought you were lost.
Oh, no, Mrs. Skinner. I wasn't lost, just misdirected. But he was so handsome when he was giving me all the directions. I guess I didn't listen very carefully, and then I took a wrong turn. Oh, hello, Cornelia. Mr. Skinner, you can just set those things down there. And thanks ever so much.
We really don't have another moment to stay. How is your mother, Emily?
Oh, just fine. She saw me to the train at Muncie. Oh, she gave me a book to give you for your trip. Oh, dear, where have I put it?
Well, you don't have to bother now, dear.
Now, isn't that just like me? I opened it up to read on the train, and then wrapped it up again so you wouldn't notice, and now I don't remember which it is.
Think nothing of it, Emily. We have a couple of extra timetables we can read.
Oh, then that's fine. I can give it to you in Paris, and you can read it on the way back. Oh, it's so good to be off.
Now, I'm sure your mother has given you all the necessary instructions.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Skinner. All of them.
And you'll remember everything I told you, baby.
Yes, Mother. I will.
Goodbye, dear. Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, Emily.
Goodbye, Mrs. Skinner. And Mr. Skinner.
Goodbye, girls. You know our hotel in Paris, don't you?
Yes, Father.
Yes, I have it written down in 3 places.
Be sure you call us the minute you arrive. if that won't be too much of a strain on your emancipation.
Emily! Cornelia! We're adrift! Alone on the wide, wide seas!
Without our mothers here to cluck over us every minute.
Isn't it wonderful? Did you ever really believe it finally happened?
And when we get back to Broadmoor in September,
Won't the girls simply swoon with envy?
and Cornelia, you're going to take acting lessons from Monsieur de la Croix in Paris, the one you saw in a magazine. Do you suppose he'd take me?
Oh, Emily, you're not going to be an actress.
Well, I just thought it might help me with my dancing, make it more expressive.
You know, after this trip, we'll be different.
Once you've been to Paris, you're cosmopolitan.
I'm feeling cosmopolitan already.
Yes.
You may come.
Your valise, Miss Skinner.
Oh, good. I want that right away. Just put it down somewhere, steward. Anywhere tall.
May I have the tags for your trunk, Miss Kimbrough?
Oh, yes, certainly. I have them here, I think.
I'm having all my trunks brought in, dear. I think it's best.
Oh, very well. All mine too, Stuart. Please.
Yes, miss. Will there be anything else, miss?
Oh, yes, of course. Now, where's my purse? Emily, could I have a word with you?
Oh, certainly, dear. What is it?
Emily, would you tip him? I'll give it back to you later.
Oh, sure. Cornelia, are you sure you haven't got any loose change?
Well, I have. I just can't get at it this minute.
Well, you see, that's exactly my problem.
Emily! Cornelia! Did your mother have you got one too? My good man, would you just, go along and bring on the trunks?
Yes, miss. Certainly, miss.
Oh, it's not possible!
It is possible. Look!
Look! I feel like the ancient mariner with the albatross strapped to my waist.
Or the Spartan wearing the fox under his tunic.
Isn't it savage?
Weren't they just thieves?
Emily, this calls for action.
I won't tell if you don't.
I never actually promised I'd wear it. My father interrupted in the nick of time.
My mother never does get me to promise anything. She can't keep up with me in a conversation.
Where'll we throw them?
I wonder if the porthole will be barred.
Oh, no, don't do that. You might let the sea in. Emily!
What? Do we dare?
Be of stout heart. There. I feel positively unshackled. You know, Emily, I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to be on this trip.
What do you mean, what you're going to be?
Well, the whole point of a trip on a boat is there isn't time for people to get to know you. So you must assume a very definite personality or you won't emerge at all.
I see.
I just got a present of the most wonderful long dangling earrings, and my new black dress is smashing.
It is?
Well, yes, but I was thinking it might be interesting to be the femme fatale type. You know, like Dee Dee Ward.
Dee Dee Ward?
Yes. Can't you picture it? A woman in black, mysteriously alone in the moonlight, a tinge of sadness in her smile, and a whiff of exotic perfume as she passes.
Have you got the perfume too?
Yes, I bought a fourth one out. I'm going to try it. Oh, Emily, you.
Sure. Oh, hello.
Miss Skinner?
Oh, no, I'm Miss Kimbrough. Cornelia's in there.
Can I see your passports?
Yes, I have them here, I think.
Anyone in there with you, Miss Skinner? Of course not. Who wants to know?
They want to see our passports before
Who told you that? How did you know?
How can I know what?
There's a stowaway aboard.
But I didn't know.
Oh, well, there is. We're checking all the cabins now.
Keep an eye out. Be sure to report anything suspicious.
Are you the police?
No, ship's purser, miss. Now, if possible, we don't want this to get around. Disturb the passengers. As far as you're concerned, this is a routine passport checkup.
I understand. I won't say a word. Cornelia! Cornelia, there is a stowaway aboard! What? Yes, think of it. Emily, adventure already! Cornelia, I'm going up and watch. Watch? Yes. They're hot on the trail of that stowaway. I want to be in on the kill.
I'm starting with the trunks, miss.
Yes, I won't say a word about that stowaway.
Who's there?
Steward, miss, where would you like this trunk?
Just a moment. I'll be out.
Yes, miss.
Just put it down anywhere, steward. Anywhere at all.
Yes, miss. Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought it was... Why, it is Miss Skinner.
Yes. One can't escape that, can one?
Is anything the matter, miss? It is my job to see that everybody on board is comfortable.
Comfort? Ha! What can you know of comfort? Don't worry. I'm not going to bore you with my story. After all, what is there to say now? Why stir up old embers? Poor Jeffrey!
Jeffrey?
Yes. I could have never told my parents about Jeffrey. They'd have never understood him. He always played for high stakes, you see. And then, one June evening when the moon was very bright, he put everything on number 7 and lost.
I see.
Of course, he couldn't marry me then.
No, of course not.
Not that I would have been content to live in the chateau. What if there were no servants? Only old Pedro. I would have been happy to live on wild berries and goat's milk. But he had his pride.
Yes, miss.
We didn't catch that stowaway. He eluded us.
You may want to see to Miss Skinner. Something seems to be bothering her.
What? Cornelia! Oh, Cornelia! It's devastating! You look just like the widow traveling with her husband's ashes.
I don't know, Emily. I think he was impressed. But do I really want to be so remote and on a pedestal? I'm afraid everyone just might leave me alone in my grief.
I always wanted to see a life preserver! Here are the instructions!
Besides, these earrings sort of pinch.
It says that this life preserver is to be used only in case of emergency. What kind of emergency, Cornelia?
In case the boat sinks, silly.
Oh, you know, until this moment, it never really occurred to me that boats sank anymore.
For heaven's sakes, why not?
Oh, I don't know. I always just think of historical boats sinking, like the Nina or the Pinta or the Hesperus.
Emily, I can just see the burning deck, whence all but you had fled.
Another trunk, miss.
Yes, bring it in. Stuart,
Yes?
am I getting this on right?
Oh, my word. Yes, miss. I think so.
Well, now he acted awfully peculiar. What do you suppose has gotten into him?
Holy shnikes, we're not sinking already.
Oh, no, I was just trying it on. Would you know if I've got this on right?
Well, I don't know. It depends on whether you're playing halfback or tackle.
Oh, no, this is a life preserver.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me. I can see that now.
Of course, it's all very silly of me. there's not really much chance that the boat will sink.
No, I don't think so. I hear there hasn't been a sinking in several weeks.
Was there a sinking several weeks ago? I don't remember hearing about it.
Well, they keep it out of the papers, you see. Afraid it'll scare people about taking trips.
Oh.
Of course, people are foolish to be scared. Just because one out of every 4 boats hits an iceberg, it doesn't mean that we will.
No, we've never hit an iceberg.
Besides, why worry about it? If we did, what chance would we have to get out way down here?
Not much at all, I don't suppose.
But I tell you what, if you should hear a crunching sound anytime after we get started, let us know. My friend and I, we're just right around the corner.
Cornelia! Cornelia, there are icebergs! Where? Where? Not yet, but there will be.
Oh, who told you?
Oh, Cornelia, the best looking boy, right around the corner. I see if I can arrange an introduction for you. Cornelia, did your mother say anything to you about strange men?
No, well, just that I wasn't to talk to them.
That's it! So did mine. Now here's the thing, Cornelia. Technically, any man we don't know is a strange man. Good heavens! Does that mean we can't talk to a man all summer long?
Oh, heavens no. Our mothers just mean gigolos and jewel thieves, types like that.
Oh, we're meeting more people.
I understand that this cabin is occupied by Miss Skinner and Miss Kimbrough. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
Excellent. Then I shall be able to perform a service for 2 very charming ladies.
Oh, shall you?
Yes, indeed. I hope you haven't been too inconvenienced by your loss.
Our loss?
Yes. I'm very happy to be able to return these. They are yours, aren't they?
Oh,
Why?
dear.
Why, yes. I suppose so.
Wherever did you find them?
Well, you'll never believe this, ladies, but they were reported to have turned up in the ship's kitchen, and our wide-awake personnel saw immediately that they were articles of consequence. The name Kimbrough was stamped in one of them, so you see it was really a very simple matter.
Oh, well, I'm sure you meant it very kindly.
I'm delighted to run the service. Now, before I go, perhaps you'll find this too personal.
Oh, no.
Well, I must confess to have had a certain curiosity about these little bags. Might I ask exactly what they are?
Why, how funny you should ask that. So many people do. It's really rather an involved explanation.
Oh, really?
Yes, you see, my great-great-uncle on my mother's side of the family, he was an Indian fighter.
You don't say.
Yes, he didn't always fight the Indians, though.
Yes, sometimes there'd be whole years when all they did was sit around smoking peace pipes.
Anyhow, when he wasn't fighting the Indians, he sometimes carried mail to the colonies. Not all of the mail, you see, just cards and things. But he carried it in those little bags, so they're really family heirlooms.
My, what a curious history. Well, I mustn't keep you. I'll no doubt see you on decks, ladies. Good day.
Good day, and thanks. Thanks awfully. Wasn't he handsome? Emily, he was at least an admiral.
Do you really think so? Cornelia, maybe we should have given him a tip.
Heavens, you don't tip admirals.
Well, you don't know that he was an admiral. I better offer to him anyway.
Emily, let me! Emily! What are you doing on the floor? Oh, look at that!
Who leave a pair of shoes right in the cord?
Oh, you gave me such a fright! Emily! Don't let him see you with a pair of his shoes! Hide them! Oh, there! What? Come in!
What's that? Are we sinking already?
No, Emily! We're sailing!
Oh, Cornelia, that's terrible. I intended to be on deck when we sailed, so I could be emotional.
Emotional?
Yes. I just know I get a lump in my throat as I saw my native land slipping over the horizon.
Of course, our native land stands still. We slip over the horizon.
But I wanted to see it becoming a speck in the distance. I'm going up.
Well, I better change my clothes first.
Oh, I know. I know how I'm going to get rid of mine. Overboard!
She might have taken mine too.
I say that I think we're awfully to body. It really is a bit of an imposition, don't you know?
Hello.
Let us explain. I'm Harriet St. John, and this is one of the blocks.
We're neighbors of yours.
Matter of fact, it's 2 comings down.
Next to those very smart-looking American boys.
I see.
And we're jolly well into difficulty.
Our water basin, the beastly thing won't work.
Mind we use yours?
Oh, certainly. Help yourself.
Harriet, do you have the dentifrice? I have to brush my teeth.
Righto, it's most frightfully inconvenient. Can't even pour out a tumbler of water for ourselves.
That's too bad.
Well, it's been frightfully ripping of you.
Yes, frightfully.
Oh, you're quite welcome, and do come again.
And overboard!
What's that?
What's he saying?
Harriet, he's saying man overboard.
And overboard!
Someone's gone over the side.
Oh, good grief! Emily!
Emily? Who's Emily?
My roommate. She went up on deck, and she doesn't swim very well.
Of course they're shouting man overboard, you know.
Yes, but Harriet, do they always say that? It can mean either sex.
Oh, let me by, please. I'd like to see.
The schooner, ladies, I must request that all passengers remain in their cabins during this emergency.
Oh, please, could you tell me who went over the side?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I cannot divulge that information until the body has been recovered.
Oh, the body!
The board will be sounded at such time as passengers are allowed to return to the decks. Please stand by.
Don't carry on, dear. It's surely not Emily.
I do hope not. They usually drown when they go over, you know. What's the beastly saying not to be?
Look out, girl. We best sit back to our cabin now.
Good thing we were there to console her, eh?
Give us a call if you need us now. Down fella, dear.
Oh, Emily! Emily, you should have taken swimming lessons instead of dancing lessons, I told you.
haunt me all of my days.
But you don't know what they'll do to you.
It doesn't make any difference. I have to confess.
Oh.
Cornelia, you must go and tell the captain.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I'd be an informer.
Please, Cornelia, don't refuse me this. My knees are shaking so badly I could never walk up those steps.
All right.
Thank you, Cornelia. I'll be grateful as long as I live. Mercy, how long do you think they'll let me live?
Don't say things like that.
Cornelia, maybe there'll be an inquest. My goodness. Will they have it here on the ship? Oh, wait till we get to France. Oh, Cornelia, that would be terrible. I couldn't possibly testify in French. Oh, please, just go now. Why I can still stand.
I'll bring him right down.
Thank you.
What? No shoes. No shoes. Oh, Emily, we've got worse things to worry about than a pair of men's shoes.
No, they're his. They must be the man I killed. A dead man's shoes. I'll hide them. Oh, why? When I'm going to confess. Please, just go.
Oh, all right.
Captain? Captain, I'm ready to go. I won't make any trouble. If only you could keep it out of the paper so my mother won't know. Just let me disappear quietly. All right, come in. I'm not armed.
Hello again.
Hello.
Say, you didn't happen to see anything of a pair of shoes, did you? You see my friend.
Oh, yes, the shoes.
You did? Swell. You see, they belong to my friend.
Was he a friend of yours?
My roommate.
And now he's dead. And you'll never forgive me.
Dead? Oh, no, that's just his expression. He's not really dead.
I see. I haven't told you about him yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Was he as young as you?
Younger, but he's old enough to wear shoes.
Could I give them to you? I really would. Only the captain will need them for evidence.
Evidence? Now look, dear, suppose we just sit down together and talk this whole thing out. I imagine your life has been difficult right from the beginning, hasn't it?
Oh, you don't get the point at all.
How clever of you to put it that way. You certainly do have a knack for hitting things right on the head.
Yes, that's it.
We'll count to 10 and start right back at the beginning. Now, I came to get my friend's shoes.
I know.
See? We are getting somewhere. Maybe I should explain to you that the only reason he wants these particular shoes is it's kind of a sentimental attachment for them. They're the only pair he's got.
Oh, then he'll want to be buried in them, won't he?
Right. Well, I did my best. Well, from here on in, friend Leo can collect his own pair of shoes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, and don't think it hasn't been charming. Excuse me.
Another trunk, Miss Kimbrough.
Yes, bring it in. Only, I won't need it now.
You won't?
No, let's leave it. I want to have my treasures about me.
Cheerio, folks. Have my tea. Sorry to disturb. Winifred, really, aspirin are such a headache. It's a beastly quality, isn't it? Oh, you're the other one. The one who went overboard?
Oh, no, I didn't go overboard. Who are you?
You see, I told that girl she hadn't fallen overboard.
But I'm the one that did it, though.
Did it?
Yes. I killed him.
What?
Emily, I couldn't find the captain. Will he do?
Well, Miss Kimbrough, we meet again.
Yes, Your Majesty. Under most distressing circumstances.
So you're the young lady who threw the deck chair overboard.
Yes, sir. I admit it. I admit everything.
You will be tender with her, won't you?
Whatever made you think of doing a thing like that?
Of course I took. And life saving.
Pardon me, another trunk.
What do you mean bringing all these trunks in here?
They asked for them, sir. They asked.
And to think I never even got to open mine. Oh.
Now see here, young lady.
Now, just a moment, everyone. Who's got my shoes?
Shoes?
Now, come across. Someone in here's got them, and I mean to know who.
But they can't be yours. They're the dead man's.
The dead man's.
Here they are, sir. I surrender them.
You'll surrender them to me, if you please.
Now just a minute here. What is all this about shoes?
Sir, all I did was put them out in the corridor for the steward to pick up and shine.
Is that how they got there? I thought...
Miss Kimbrough, are you responsible for this too?
Yes, sir. I guess I'm responsible for everything.
May I have a word with you?
The Admiral wishes to speak with you.
Admiral? What Admiral?
Him!
Admiral? He's the leader of the ship's band. I don't know if it's on the lady yet.
I'm ready, sir.
Well, what I came down here to tell you is, before all these interruptions got started, is that we all owe you a debt of gratitude.
Huh?
The man upon whom you scored such a magnificent bullseye is the stowaway we've been looking for.
Oh.
Why, if you hadn't hit him and knocked him unconscious, we might never have gotten him into the lifeboat.
Unconscious? Then he's not dead.
Certainly not. He's now in the brig, under guard. Stowing away is a criminal offense, you know. There may even be some kind of reward for you in this.
Cornelia!
In any case, Miss Kimbrough, you may be sure that we appreciate your foresight in this very much.
You hear that, Cornelia? They appreciate my foresight in this very yes. Oh, Cornelia, I was so scared! I was too!
What has got you into the girls, eh? Did you have something for me?
Yes, sir.
Whatever would they have felt in Muncie, Indiana? Oh,
You'll be all right. Sure, with a good night's sleep and a nice, vigorous game of deck tennis tomorrow, you'll forget this whole thing ever happened.
Deck tennis?
Sure. How about a game? We'll make it a foursome.
Oh, she couldn't play deck tennis. She's too cosmopolitan.
Well, Miss Kimbrough,
Yes, sir?
I gather that you are already in some small measure rewarded.
Oh, yes, sir?
Yes, indeed. Hodges has just informed me. It seems that our stowaway was also a thief.
A thief? My goodness!
Apparently, he had been into your own belongings. Very close to him in the water, our men discovered this.
That's the reason I'm making this trip. To take acting lessons in Paris.
Well, you sure were the best one in the whole program. Were you surprised when they called on you?
Oh, I knew they always have a program the night before the boat docked. But of course, I never dreamt they'd call on me.
Just think of it. You walked right out of the middle of the ballroom and did Lady Macbeth, just like that.
That was the sleepwalking scene.
Oh, I see. Dick said you were walking that way because the boat was rocking.
Well, my goodness. What did he mean by that?
Oh, well, he was very impressed. And I'm sure the leader of the band thought you simply saved his concert.
And how did you like the singer tonight?
Oh, you mean the little fat lady who sang about when she was a young lad before her beard was gray? Cornelia?
Yes, Leo?
Say, listen, would you like to come up to Harvard in November for the Thanksgiving prom?
Oh, I'd love to. That is if I'm free that weekend. I'd have to look it up in my book.
Well, it'd be swell if you could...
Dear me, I never thought medical students had proms.
Well, why not?
Oh, I don't know. Sounds so frivolous. I guess I just thought they spent all their time poking at dead bodies on ironing boards.
What, you mean postmortems?
Yes, things like that. But don't tell me about it. Is it exciting being a doctor, Leo?
Well, I suppose it is when you're a doctor.
But being a medical student is a lot of tough, hard work.
But aren't you fascinated?
Well, the work at the clinic is interesting. Of course, we medical students, we just get the routine calls. You know, colds, broken arms, that sort of thing. Although last year, Dick and I did get one swell case of cirrhosis of the liver. They took it away from us, but while we had it, it was a beaut. See, this fella
Dear
can't
me! That does sound interesting, doesn't it?
Cornelia,
Yes, Leo.
I'd like to ask you something. It's very important to me.
Yes, Leo.
But you don't have to say yes right now. You can take as long as you want to think about it.
Oh, Leo, I don't need time to think.
Well, maybe you will. You don't know what it is yet.
Well, Leo, what is it?
Well, you see, I'm the president of our fraternity at Harvard.
Yes.
And our fraternity has a mascot. It's a skeleton.
Yes.
And every year the president of the fraternity gets to rename the skeleton all over again.
Yes.
Well, could I
Could you what?
call our skeleton Cornelia? After you.
Why, sure, Leo. I don't see why not.
Cornelia, get your life is over!
What's the matter?
We're posting to starboard!
Posting to starboard? What does that mean?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Emily, what does it mean? I don't know. But I was up on deck, and I heard someone shout it to the first mate. And from the way he said it, you could tell him it's something serious. Oh, goodness, I can't find it. We're in a fog. It came up quickly. You can't see your hand in front of the prow. And they're blowing horns.
I told you, Emily, they always blow those horns in a fog. Sure, to keep other ships at a safe distance.
But the boat keeps bounding up and down, up and down.
Oh, Emily, we're not going to sink now. We dock tomorrow. The trip's almost over.
But don't you see? That would be the most tragic part of all. To drown in sight of dry land. Oh, it's all right for you to be brave. You're a man.
Well, look at me. I'm not.
Very well, Cornelia Skinner. You can be nonchalant in the face of danger if you want to. I'm going up and see if our lifeboat is still there.
You won't be able to find it in the dark, and even if you do, what good will it do now?
Of course I can find it. There's a sign in the hall that says our boat is number 6 on the port side.
Emily, we're not going up on deck hooking in those boats.
Nobody has to come with me. I can work alone. But Cornelia Skinner, when the warning comes to take to the boats and everyone's shouting about women and children first, you'll be very glad somebody knows where our lifeboat is.
Whither she goest, I go also.
That Emily, she's a card, isn't she?
She's a dear child. I'm very fond of her. Our last night out. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. Now it's almost over.
Yes. You feel as though something has snapped and can never be recaptured.
Of course, we'll see each other again in Paris.
Yes, but you're going to England first, and it all seems so far away.
Well, I guess this is goodbye for now. We'll all be so busy in the morning.
Yes, Leo, I suppose it is. Well, goodbye, Leo.
Goodbye, Cornelia.
Oh, dear.
Cornelia, you didn't mind, did you? Did you?
Why? Why did I ever let you do it?
Cornelia, I'm sorry. I had no idea. It's such a little piece of...
Please, Leo. Don't blame yourself. It's just that I'm afraid now that it's true.
What's true?
What I've always known, or at least suspected.
What?
That at heart, I'm really a Magdalene.
Oh, Cornelia, you're not a Magdalene.
Please, Leo, don't say anymore.
But I don't understand.
It's all my fault if you've lost respect for me.
But I haven't. I respect you very much.
Oh, come now, Leo. We know better.
Cornelia, the things you say.
Why then, I've only myself to blame.
But I kissed you.
Yes, it's good of you to put it that way, Leo, but...
But what?
Well, after all, a woman can foresee these things and prepare for them.
You mean you knew I would?
Oh, of course, Leo. You lamb.
That's more than I knew myself.
Isn't it?
get used to my legs in a week or so. Let me be the first to know, will you?
Good night.
Night.
There. I feel much better.
Oh, did you find the lifeboat?
Well, we found 2 of them.
2 of them?
Yes, but I couldn't be sure which was the port side in the dark with the boats moving, so I put cookies in both of them.
Cookies?
Tinned biscuits would have been better, but I couldn't get any.
Well, I can see us out on the open seas with a couple of Fig Newtons.
Well, it would be better than raw fish or seagulls.
It's getting late, Leo. You'd better go.
Sure. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Leo.
Good night, Cornelia.
Boy, I bet if this boat sank, there'd be lots of flotsam and jetsam.
Emily, stop talking and listen. What? Wait till I tell you.
Tell what?
Leo kissed me.
Cornelia! How did it happen?
Well, I'm a little vague about that. You know how it is when you're swept with a powerful emotion. Things become rather fuzzy in your mind.
Huh? Yeah, sure, but don't you remember anything about it?
Well, dimly, just very dimly. But as I recall, we were standing over there, and he was holding on to my fingers as if he'd never let them go. And then suddenly, he turned away. I heard a strangled sound, like a choking sob. And all at once, I realized he was crying.
Crying? Well, for heaven's sakes, why?
Well, why do you think, silly? Because he had to say goodbye to me.
But he's going to see you again.
Now, look, Emily, if you're going to take that turn, I won't tell you.
Oh, no, you weren't crying. Then what happened?
Well, we walked over here, and I was murmuring, my dear, my dear. You know, like Jim and Priscilla Stevens in School Days.
Yes, but when did he kiss you?
Just a minute, I'm getting to it. I was murmuring, my dear, my dear. And then suddenly he turned away again. I could see he was once again master of himself. And then he clasped my hand and kissed it.
Oh,
I was engulfed.
was it really like that?
Well, I'm not very good at putting into words all of that happened, but surely you understand, Emily. Surely you've had some such experience.
Well, I played post office once or twice, but I can't say I was involved.
No, Emily. You've never felt a really mature emotion. Your idea of a male is someone who builds and brings food to the nest.
Well, I don't think, Amelia, it's why you have such a big deal over it. They're going to see him again.
Emily, this thing is bigger than me, bigger than him, bigger than both of us.
Well, I don't see how it got all that big, and just 2 feet.
Well, I don't see how you got out of the freshman class without learning how to swim. They don't let anyone out who can't swim the length of the pool in 50 strokes.
Well, I can do that. 50 strokes, but not a single stroke more. And I can't even do that many if I don't count. And I can't count when I'm nervous. And I'd certainly be nervous if the boat was sinking. And then I couldn't count. And then I couldn't swim. And I drowned. See?
All I see is, you better learn how to count.
Well, I'm nervous. Let's see. What did they teach us in swim class? Okay. Body straight. Arms out. Head down. Dive. Right. Left. Breathe. 1. Right. Left. Breathe. 2. Oh, I'm not holding my breath. 4. 7. 9. Oh, Cornelia. I'll never learn how to swim. Where's my life preserver?
one. Emily, what are you doing?
Oh, never mind. Better be safe than sorry.
You know, Emily, I'm really glad Leo kissed me.
Well, heavens. I always supposed that you were.
It actually will be quite helpful.
Helpful? How?
With my acting. You can't do the really great parts until you've experienced real emotion.
Well, I thought you were wonderful as Lady Macbeth tonight. And that was before Leo kissed you.
Oh, but that wasn't real acting. I was just falling back on my technique.
Oh.
Good enough. Are you done?
Yes.
Now look, Emily. Who's going to sleep up tonight?
Oh, I don't mind. I'm lighter.
Well, now, you're not that much lighter.
It's the bone structure. More delicate.
Are you in?
Yes. Don't fall over anything in the dark.
No, I won't. I'm in.
Good night, Cornelia.
Good night, Emily. Cornelia! What was that? Just those horns again.
That's reflex. That's dangerous. Emily. Emily, you're not coming down. Oh, at least I'd better take the portholes. Oh, dear. I'm afraid I'm beginning to give under the strain.
Them and me both, Emily. Dear sweet Emily, will you lay down and go to sleep?
All right.
Good night, Cornelia. Good night, Emily.
Cornelia, do you hear a drip?
A what?
A drip. Close by.
No, I do not hear a drip. Emily, get your foot off my face!
Oh, sorry, dear. It felt firm.
I'll never be firm again.
Well, why do you sleep with your face so far out? No. Everything seems to be shipshape.
Good.
Just so long as we're prepared. Good night, Cornelia.
Good night, Emily. Now what are you doing?
I'm blowing up my water wings.
Well, what's the matter with the life preserver?
It's just so complicated to get on. I can manage these waterways. There. Good night, Cornelia.
Good night, Emily. Oh.
Cornelia?
What?
Suddenly, I felt terribly peculiar.
Like you were drowning, I bet.
No. As if I were getting seasick. Oh.
Emily Kimbrough, you've been on this boat 10 days and you never once gotten seasick.
All I know is how I feel. Oh.
Come down out of there.
What?
I said come down out of there. If you're going to be sick, I'm going to sleep up.
the medical inspection has arrived.
Medical inspection?
That's right, miss. The medical inspector will be aboard any minute. Please stand by.
Emily? Emily, why don't you go? Don't leave me on this bed of pain.
Cornelia, I just thought.
Don't think. Get the doctor. Oh,
I can't.
oh.
I can't get the doctor.
Why not?
What does Seward said? Medical inspection. If I got the doctor and he says you're sick, I'll make you stay on board till you're well. You'll be quarantined. What? Yes. That's why they have this inspection. The French government is opposed to disease.
Oh, no. How do you know?
That's why they have it. My Aunt Alice got caught in it once. Not exactly Aunt Alice. Her dog. He had the mange.
What I've got is worse than the mange.
I wish I knew what to do.
Oh, it's all right. You can't get the doctor. Just leave me here to die. They can wrap me up in a sail and bury me at sea. Oh.
I know. Leo and Dick.
What do you mean? I will be quarantined with them? I'm not up to it.
No, don't you see? They're doctors.
Huh?
Well, at least they will be when they graduate.
But they've only taken half the course.
Well, at least they'll be able to tell what's the matter with you.
Oh, no, Emily, you can't tell them.
Why not?
Oh, Emily, haven't you any sense of the fitness of things? Do you think after my big scene with Leo last night, I could face him looking like this?
Don't be silly.
Oh, Emily, no! You simply cannot stick out your tongue and say, "Ah," to the man you just kissed!
Well, you're going to have to, Cornelia Skinner. That's all there is to it.
Oh.
I can't let you die.
Oh, I bet I look gruesome. Oh. Oh, I do. I do look gruesome. Oh. No, some other time. Next summer, maybe.
Be sure you don't leave anything, miss. That's why I'm checking up.
Oh.
Cornelia, Emily says you're sick.
Yes, isn't it ridiculous?
Well, sit down a minute while I look at you.
And I'm such a healthy girl, too. Wasn't I voted healthiest girl of the class or something?
Don't talk, Cornelia. That encourages the germs. I'll pack our things.
Stick out your tongue. You don't have to say "ah."
I told him most expressly you didn't want to say ah.
Emily, come here a minute.
Can I help? A tourniquet or something?
Look at it. Do those look like spots to you?
Why? They most definitely do look like spots. What is it? Spotted fever?
Cornelia, have you ever had the measles before?
Measles? Why, no.
She hasn't got measles.
No, I couldn't have measles. Only kids get measles.
No, adults get them too. In fact, it's more serious.
Oh, no.
What is it? What's the matter with her? I've got an idea. See what you think.
Yeah, come see the Spotted Wonder. 25 cents a look.
Measles?
That's what I think.
Not much doubt about it. And a beautiful case.
Oh, dear.
Cornelia.
That's just great. And with the boat docks in a few minutes, I won't. I'll be quarantined. Oh, my whole vacation.
I'll stay with you,
Oh.
Cornelia. I can see France some other time.
No, I couldn't let you sacrifice yourself.
They might quarantine us too.
Oh.
I'll read to you. They have lots of novels by Thackeray up in the library.
Oh.
Push the spots won't be really bad for 24 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
You hear that, Cornelia? That's encouraging,
Oh,
isn't it?
sure. Something to look forward to.
How do you think she looks now?
Not good.
You don't have to spare me. I look ghastly.
Do you think it might work?
Maybe. We can try.
What are you two talking about anyway?
Look, does anyone else know about this?
The steward or anybody.
No, I don't think so. Why?
Then we've got a chance.
A chance at what?
Keeping it from everyone.
What for? What are you going to do?
Smuggle her out.
Smuggle?
You make me feel like a box of opium.
course, we'll have to write a letter back to the ship and tell them so they can fumigate this cabin.
Yes. Otherwise, you might start a whole epidemic.
Just call me Typhoid Mary.
Now look, I'll go to the infirmary and see if I can get some medicine without arousing their suspicion.
Cornelia, you've got to get dressed somehow.
Oh, I can't even stand up.
Well, can't you put some things on her over that nightgown to cover it up?
Oh, sure, we'll think of something.
And you gotta cover up those spots. They're a dead giveaway.
Well, I am good at makeup. My theater background.
Who will inspect it, Dick?
Well, the French government sends somebody out on a tender. And don't let anybody else in here until we get back.
Don't worry, Cornelia. We'll stand by you to the end.
I have a feeling that'll be any minute now.
Oh, now, Cornelia, don't be despondent. Here, put lots of powder over those spots, and we can just put your coat over your bathrobe.
Oh, this is the
We can just get you off the boat, Cornelia. You can recuperate to France.
I didn't come to France to recuperate. I came to learn acting and to see Paris.
Well, you can see part of Paris from the hotel. The Eiffel Tower sticks way up.
I may not even recuperate. I'm an adult. It'd be just my luck to die of the measles. How humiliating! Oh.
There, got the bags packed. How do you look? Well, you certainly can't see those spots.
I look as if I've been ducking for apples in a bag of flour.
Well, it's maybe a little too white. I know. Put lots of lipstick on. That'll distract them.
They'll think I'm traveling with the Ringling Brothers.
Agnes!
Oh yes, cover my towel.
Thank you!
How do you look? I think the lipstick does the job all right.
I made it bigger than my mouth. Because of crack.
It
Oh.
looks sort of weird. Here, let's just put your coat on.
Oh, Emily, I can't stand up. I can't.
Oh, now, Cornelia, we're halfway there. Just a little more effort and we'll get you off the boat. Then you can recuperate.
But I told you I didn't go to France to recuperate. Oh.
Just think, tonight you'll be eating French fried potatoes in France.
Oh.
Cornelia, you still look a little weird.
I know. Put this on. Put what on? Oh, no. That's wild. It doesn't even go to the coat.
It's got a veil, though, see?
Oh.
We'll pull it over your eyes so no one can tell how dazed you look.
Oh. Emily, don't sing. And above all, don't sing in French.
There. You practically can't see you at all.
How is she?
I won't tell me why too long.
I got something. I'll get a glass out of the bathroom.
Cornelia, I've got another idea. Be right back.
Great.
Here now, drink this. It's nothing but a nerve tonic, but it'll keep you on your feet.
Come, Vile. My dismal scene I must needs act alone. Romeo, this I do drink to thee.
There now. That's not so bad, is it?
No, for hemlock it's really rather tasty.
Oh, fine. Did you give it to her?
She'll be all right.
Oh, Wendell. I feel suddenly chaudish.
Oh, no, Cornelia, please. Just sit back. Be calm. Oh, the rash is beginning to show through. You need more white powder.
Oh, no, it must be the medicine. I've got to lie down.
The inspector's doing this corridor now. She'll be here any minute.
Cornelia, you can't lie down.
Here, Cornelia, here's something else.
Oh, no, take it away.
No, it's a brilliant idea, don't you see? When the inspector comes, you're eating this cake. The veil takes care of the top half of your face, and the cake will take care of the bottom. See?
Oh, this is the end. This is all I needed.
There's the inspector.
Cornelia, can you do it?
Don't say anything, just nod.
Miss Kimbrough, what great pleasure it gives me to be able to pay you this visit.
Oh, could we see you a little later? Just
You
now.
most certainly could not see me a little later. What? Am missed this great opportunity? Why, the boat is docking now. And later, I should not have the great good fortune to present to Miss Skinner, with the compliments of the entire crew, this is Miss Skinner, isn't it?
Yes, that's her. Sure is.
Ah. Present Miss Skinner was little memento of her splendid performance at last night's concert. She has been voted the finest performer by the entire crew, and in consequence, this loving couple offered an humble token of our esteem. Miss Skinner.
Why, Mr. Hodges, thank you. Oh, I'm sure Cornelia would never forget this. And be assured we thank you very much. Cornelia Hodges. Oh, Miss Jackson. Yes, yes, coming. I'm Emily Kimbrough. What did you want to know?
Emily Kimbrough. You share this cabin with someone?
Oh, yes, indeed, her.
Name, please? What's that again, please?
Cornelia Skinner. Oh, that's her name.
Yes, Skinner. Cornelia Otis Skinner.
Ages?
19, going on 20.
You too? Ever been in France before?
No, the very first time. I love it, though.
What about you? Are you both in good health?
Oh, yes, of course. Fine. Now, Cornelia, I told you not to eat any more of that cake. The inspector can't understand a word you are saying. She's eaten a whole cake this morning and half a pie. Such a dusty appetite.
I see. Well, that is all.
What you thinking of me? What's the interest again?
Oh, sorry, Inspector didn't know you were here. Another time.
Oh, but anyway. Why, my dear girl! Whatever in the world is wrong?
You look simply fearful. Well, I like that. Just because you never liked that type of Cornelia. I must say you're very rude too.
Oh, I say now!
They feel Americans dress so poorly.
I see. Miss Kimbrough, would you mind stepping outside with me? I'd like to have a word with you.
Oh, yes, of course. But Oh.
That does it.
She caught on.
Great.
Oh, and you too. You'll be implicated.
Yeah, but we're not sick.
Yeah, but you're doctors. You'll be disbarred or deproctors or
Say, Dick, do you think they might?
I don't know, but it better not get back to Harvard. That's all I gotta say.
And it's all my fault.
Now, Cornelia, we would have done it for anyone.
Don't upset yourself. You'll just make it worse.
Well, are we sunk?
No. No, I don't think so.
What? You don't mean she got by.
Well, I don't think the inspector thought Cornelia was ill.
Then what? Tell us.
Well, what she wondered is if Cornelia ought to take a mental test. What? Yes. It seems they don't let you into the country unless you have the mentality of a child 7 years old. But I told you you must have the mentality of a child 7 years old. Because you've been to 2 whole years in college.
Well?
So she said she guessed it'd be all right.
You mean we passed?
Yes. Isn't that good? Well, look, don't just stand there. We're a dock.
That's right. We better get her up there.
Before anybody comes along.
Come on, Cornelia. Up we go.
She's fainted.
No, Cornelia. Not now, please. We're halfway there. We can just get you on the boat, and then we'll get you in prison. Oh, Cornelia.
Cornelia, you've got to try.
Cornelia, you've got to be brave.
You gotta stand on your own 2 feet.
Oh, I can't. I wobble. Get the doctor.
After all this,
Cornelia Skinner, look here. You want to act, don't you? You think you can, don't you? think you can or can ever hope or want to. You've got to prove it now. Cornelia Skinner, you've got to act like a well woman. Act? I dare you, Cornelia.
Of course I can act. Out of my way. There's something in my way. You don't have to support me. I'm a well woman. I'm landing in France. I can hear the music. Can't you hear the music? What's the matter, Emily? Are you sick? Be of good cheer. Stop telling now.
Emily, she's going to be sick right now.
Oh,
What are we going to do?
have faith. Here. Isn't it quaint? Yes. Do you think it's a villa or a chateau?
I wonder what's in here. C'est toi, mademoiselle.
Oh, Jean. I mean, oui. C'est ça, je l'ai. Merci bien. Oh, look, wait a minute. I mean, pardon, mais possible pour us. I mean, nous devons pas. Emily,
What on earth are you doing?
I'm simply trying to explain to this girl that we'd like to take a bath.
Oh, the mademoiselles would like to take a bath. Why did they not say so?
Well, why didn't you tell me you could speak English?
I simply thought you would suppose it for granted.
Well, yes, we would like to take a bath.
There's a great big tub in there. I suppose it's a bathtub. Either that or you're making illegal gin up here.
Yes, it is for the bath.
Thank you very much.
Oh, mademoiselles, I feel that I must warn you.
Warn us? About what?
About the water for the bath. There is a petite gas meter into which you put the centimes.
Centimes? What for?
To pay for the gas which heats the water.
Oh, well, that's all right.
That is where the danger lies.
Danger? What danger?
Well, if it is that you are in the tub, and the meter, it starts clicking, and you must quickly put in another 25 centimes, or she will explode.
What will explode?
The whole thing.
It would really explode?
Well, about this we are not positive, but in the past month, 2 meters have exploded, and we conclude this is the reason. People do not put in the sentence quick enough.
Oh, well, thank you very much for telling us.
Oh, you are most welcome.
Well, how did you like that?
Sounds like that old volcano that had to be fed to maidens every spring or it erupted over the whole island.
Cornelia, look! Isn't that? Oh, Emily, it is. It really is. The Eiffel Tower. Oh, Cornelia, isn't it lovely?
Yes.
You know, when we were kids in Indiana, and we heard about a picnic or anything exciting, we always used to say, I hope I get to go. And now, I did get to go. I'm here, in Paris.
Oh my goodness!
What?
I've been here a whole hour already! Oh, this is terrible!
What's terrible?
I haven't called him yet!
Called who?
Monsieur de la Croix of the Comédie Française!
Oh, well, there's a telephone. You can call him right away.
Yes, I have the number here somewhere. I had a porter get it for me in Le Havre. Oh, maybe I can remember it.
Oh,
The number is, no. First I've got to do my breathing exercises.
Oh, you poor cluster.
If I don't, my voice will sound breathy and terrible, and he won't take me. He'll think I'm hopeless.
Cornelia, after all of this, what if he's not even in?
Emily, you are simply incapable of realizing the importance of good chest tones. Would he be able to tell in a minute if I wasn't using my diaphragm? There now. I feel a little better. I'll tell you what, Emily. You can dial the number. I'll let you.
Thanks for the favor.
But I'll talk to him.
Yes. Odion dos quatre six un, please. Merci. Cornelia, stop fidgeting around. What? Oh, not you. What? You're ringing it? Yes. May I speak with Monsieur de la Croix, please? De la Croix. Yes. Hurry up, you're ringing him.
Oh, Emily. I'm paralyzed. I can't talk to him. Tell him I'm sick.
Monsieur de la Croix? Un moment, s'il vous plaît. He doesn't even know who you are. How can I tell him you're sick? Here, you've got to talk to him.
Oh. Hello? What? Oh, yes. I speak in English. Do you? Oh, how lovely. What? Oh, no, this isn't a joke. This is Cornelia Skinner. Yes, Skinner, I'm an American. Oh, no, I'm not calling from America. I'm right here in Paris this minute. Aren't we, Emily? What? Oh, what is it that I wish? Well, it is that I wish that... Would you teach me acting lessons, Monsieur de la Croix? Would you? Oh, you're awfully busy. Oh, but Mr. de la Croix, I've come all the way from... And I just recovered from an attack of the measles, too, and I told my father all about you. And... What? Yes, Skinner. Cornelia Otis Skinner. Yes, he's my father, the American actor. Why? Oh, Monsieur, you will? You will come? Well, when? Well, right now. Well, I suppose you can inspect me in 15 minutes. We're at the Hotel Saint-Sulpice, 16 Rue de la. Oh, you know? Oh, you're right near here? Oh, that's wonderful, Monsieur. Oh, thank you, thank you. Well,
Is he coming?
yes, he wants to inspect me in 15 minutes.
Oh, good. I don't suppose you felt as if you could ask him about taking me this first time.
Oh, now, Emily, it won't help you a bit with your dancing.
Well, I just thought it might.
Oh, my goodness, he's gonna be here. Oh, where are my things? Oh, I bet everything is crushed. Oh.
Didn't sound at first as though he was so anxious.
No, you know, at first it didn't. I guess it was my voice. He just had to hear it for a few minutes. I must have impressed him. Oh, Emily, isn't it romantic?
Yes, very.
Emily, you don't mind if I take my bath first, do you?
No, go on ahead. I have to brush up on my colloquial French.
Your what?
Anytime I saw any French words copied, I printed them down. Now I'm going to translate them. It'll make my French so much more authentic, getting it directly from the natives. Ne craches pas chart trick.
The quality of mercy is not changed. It droppeth as a good pass. No,
Hurry, please! Emily! Too late! Cornelia! Oh!
Emily! It exploded. But I escaped.
Are you hurt?
No, I haven't looked yet.
There goes somebody on the gas meter! This house is a death trap! Ah, don't go in there! We've got to save her! Quickly! Cornelia! There's nothing wrong with that gas meter. It's still up there. Look!
Well, now, isn't that peculiar? Of course, I didn't actually see it blow up. When I heard the explosion, I just never looked back.
There's another one! Oh!
What is it? What is this commotion? And where is Therese?
Therese was in there, but she's all right. It didn't blow up.
You certainly have the strangest hookup I ever heard of.
Therese! Mama! Here, tell Therese.
Sleepy face.
Ah, la fête! Pardon, mademoiselle. It is Happy Bastille Day.
Well, I like that. What's she so happy about?
The celebration for the day of the Bastille.
Oh, Emily, of course.
Of course, what?
It's Bastille Day, July 14th. They shoot off rockets and things like we do on the 4th of July.
We are sorry you are frightened, mademoiselle, but it is for today only. Now, has Therese acquainted you with your room?
Oh, yes, thank you very much.
This big bed, it is very historic. From a monastery it has come. It was once slept in by Cardinal Richelieu.
Oh, that's interesting. Who slept on the cot? Anybody?
No, just the stepbrother of my husband.
I'm terribly sorry we made you come all the way up here, Madame Elise. Oh, I've got to change. I wish there was some way we could repay you for all you've done, but...
Wait a minute. Madame Elise, would you, or Therese, have any use for things like these?
Oh, Maman, oui.
Very well. If you would like them, I will accept them.
Merci, mademoiselle. Merci.
Oh, merci.
Mademoiselle, do not be afraid. The explosions will go on all day today and into this night. But tomorrow, you will be terrified of the silence.
Oh, my goodness. Monsieur Delacroix. He's going to be here any minute. I've got to change. Oh, Emily, it's Monsieur Delacroix. Answer while I get a dress on. Okay.
A telegram has come, mademoiselle. Oh, merci. Cornelia, it's a telegram. Not Monsieur Delacroix.
Well, open it, open it.
I'm trying. My fingers are getting in the way. Cornelia, it's from Leo and Dick.
No.
Yes, they're in Paris. At least they'll be in Paris, and they want to take us to a lunch at a matinee.
No.
And Cornelia, they signed it. Love, Leo and Dick.
Where? Oh, let me see.
Right there. See? Oh, love, Leo and Dick. Oh, Cornelia, isn't it ecstatic?
Isn't it?
Oh, but you know what this means?
What?
We won't be able to start classes at the Storborn tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
You know, Cornelia, something that worries me.
What?
I'm afraid I'm much more interested in men than in culture.
Pardon, is this the room of Mademoiselle Skinner?
Yes, that's Miss Skinner.
I am Monsieur Delacroix. You were expecting me, no?
Oh, yes, so Monsieur. Pardon me. I was just exercising the diaphragm, you know.
Ah, then this is Miss Skinner, the daughter of Otis Skinner, the so famous American actor. I am right, oui?
Yes, that's her father.
Ah, he is here too. I may meet him?
Oh, no, Father's not here. He's with Mother in Le Havre.
Tia is coming here today?
Oh, no. They're going to move around the countryside.
Oh, I see.
I'm Emily Kimbrough.
Mademoiselle Kimbrough.
I dance.
But Monsieur Skinner will come to Paris one day soon?
Oh, yes, we'll all meet up eventually. Now, I intend to become an actress, Monsieur Delacroix.
Oh, yes, I would like very much to meet your father. Perhaps you could arrange for me sometime to visit America. Surely many persons there be happy to see me play, eh?
Oh, I'm sure they would, Monsieur. I showed lots of girls that stole your picture, and they were all impressed.
Oh, that is good.
Now, I'm not really sure how you go about giving lessons, Monsieur, so if you'll just tell me.
Well, first I will need to determine whether or not you have the necessary talent.
Oh, she does. Emily.
Perhaps you could do a scene for me. That will give me some idea, eh?
Well, I have a great many prepared.
We will take them one at a time.
Well, now, let's see. There is.
Do not stand so close. Look back, please. Yes, that is fine. You may begin.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I'm afeard being a knight, but this is all but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
Pardon. May I please use the telephone?
Oh, yes, of course, go right ahead.
Yann Louis, 4-6, s'il vous plaît. Oh, do not wait. Please continue.
Oh, bid me leap, rather than marry Paris, from all battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thievish ways. Bid me leap where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears.
Please, it's too much voice. This is bad for the throat. Charles Hans. Est-ce que mon costume est arrivé? Veuillez être proposé de bit. Go on, please. Try something with more variety.
I'd rather be a pagan, suckled in a creed outworn. Some might die standing on this gentle knee. Have glimpses that would make me less formal. Have sight of crossless rising from the sea, or hero Triton blow his wreathed horn.
Please, more variety, a change of mood.
Well now, Pappy, y'all sure have cooked enough corn for fine plantation.
That's Southern dialect. Southern United States. Oh.
Now, all y'all little pickaninnies, gather yourselves around. Mammy's gonna tell you a story.
Please, return to the classic.
Yes, certainly. Tell him that Electra forsaken braves the storm alone. She bewails away her father's fate.
Please, father back. It's back. All the way back. It's needed. Now, head up. Great posture. Very well. You may continue. Mes sons.
Memorial of
C'est
him
extraordinaire.
who I loved best on earth. Or test whose life hath no relic save this. Now I carry thy poor dust in my hands. Me, piteous dust! Alas, thou dear one, sent on a dire journey, thou hast undone me. Undone me indeed, brother mine!
Cornelia, what's the matter with that light?
This is a chanson que there will be a fire. I must go.
Oh no, Monsieur, that's all. There's nothing.
But I have a great many of other selections prepared, Monsieur.
No, it's official, mademoiselle. That will be fine.
Well, what do you think?
I can see that you have a considerable talent.
Oh,
I would be happy to teach you the art of acting in français. For your French lesson?
oh, that's all right.
We will have our first lesson 1 week from today. Say, when do you think your father will be coming to Paris, Miss Skinner?
Oh, he might just pop on us anytime.
Splendid, you have a great possibility. Well then, next week, same time, eh?
Oh, I'll be prepared, Monsieur. I'll work like anything.
Bonjour, mademoiselle, bonjour.
Oh. Emily, did you hear? He believes in me.
Yes. What did you think of him?
He's so incisive, so direct. You can tell a master.
I don't know. He struck me as a little peculiar.
Oh, Emily, you just don't understand actors. All great artistes are a bit eccentric.
Cornelia, I'm going to sleep on this bed. one.
Oh, it doesn't matter, Emily. Why?
Cardinal Richelieu slept in it. It'll help you become steeped in the cultures of the past. Cornelia? Do you really think he noticed your chest tones?
Bonjour, mesdemoiselles. You should not be so late to sleep on this day of enchantment.
Well, morning. Who are you?
I clean the windows, of course. But why do you not ring for breakfast? But of course, you cannot reach the bell.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Oh, it was nothing. But now you might even get breakfast. We'd better ask for lunch.
Lunch? What time is it?
11 on the clock by my father's watch, mademoiselle.
11! Cornelia, wake up! Today's the day boys are coming, and we've almost late! What? Yes, what? If it hadn't been for that very kind man there.
Man? What man?
Bonjour, mademoiselle. I'm man who wakes up the late sleepers. Also, I clean windows.
Oh, my goodness. We'd never let this happen.
Get me in the bathroom now.
Emily, look at me.
Well, stop making that funny face.
I'm not making it. Do you think I look like this deliberately?
Oh, it really is like that. What is it? Another form of the measles?
No, certainly not. I feel fine. But look at my upper lip.
Yes, just like those you babies in the National Geographic.
Emily, what? I know what it is. That bed.
What about it?
I mean, bed bugs.
What?
You heard what I said. Bed bugs.
Cornelia, please, don't say that word. Nice people don't mention such things.
So what do nice people say when they wake up all chewed up and swollen?
You know, I never really knew a nice person who got bitten by, who had this happen to her.
Oh, so a bed bug can instinctively sense the presence of a low type.
Oh, Cornelia, you know what I mean. I can't believe this happened to you.
Well, I can believe it. Oh, this wretched old bed that Cardinal Richelieu slept in. I bet those bed bugs haven't had a bite to eat since Cardinal Richelieu. That's why they're so hungry.
And today, the day the boys are coming.
No, I won't. I'd rather die. And if they ever find out the cause of my disgrace, I'll kill myself.
Hey, Amanda. Oh, thank heavens. Did you ring, Amanda? Oh, no, we didn't, but... Oh, that's right, he did. But he's gone.
Therese, would you kindly inform your mother that I found bed bugs in this bed last night?
You found the bed bugs.
They found me!
We have been trying to find them for many years.
Well, the secret's out! Tell your mother this minute!
You understand, Therese. We really don't blame you.
No, as a matter of fact, we really blame Cardinal Richelieu!
That's what we all trace. Oh. Cornelia, stop scratching yourself.
But I itch!
You know, I never really thought of it before. But think how awful it must be. A dog with fleas and...
If you don't mind,
she might know we're back in Paris.
Good heavens, what happened?
She's turned into an anteater.
Mercy me, child, whatever has happened to you?
Bedbugs!
Bedbugs? Here? In this room?
Yes, Cardinal Richelieu's bedbugs.
Of course, that makes it perfectly all right.
And Mother, the boys we told you about, Leo and Dick, they're coming here any minute to take us to a lunch in the theater and just look at my face. Look at it! All puffed up and shiny and blazing.
It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
No teasing. This is a catastrophe for a young girl. Never mind, darling. We'll get you all fixed up.
And how? They'll be here any minute.
Leave that to me. Otis, run downstairs to the drugstore and get some calamine lotion and a large bottle of disinfectant and a pail.
If they ask what for, I'll just tell them I'm the Department of Sanitation.
Hurry, Otis. We haven't much time.
By the way, do you think we should mark this door with a big cross, as they did during the Great Plague?
Otis! I'll start with the cold cloth. Is this the bathroom?
Yes. Cornelia, I got an idea.
If you think I'm going to put that hat with the veil on ever again, the answer is no.
Please, madam. I will dust now.
Oh, that's okay.
Trace, would you mind very much dusting later? You can come back then.
What's all this about not dusting now? Nonsense. Cornelia, come here and put this on. Emily, for heaven's sake, you better finish getting dressed.
Oh, yes, that's right. I better.
Oh, Cornelia! Look!
Oh, what, Mother?
Why, the little bags on Therese. Why, they're just like yours, aren't they?
Why, they do seem a little similar. They must sell those just everywhere.
Well, there, now you see, I'm not the only sensible person. And where did you get your little bags from, my dear?
Her mother gave them to her.
Mama gave them to me. And Mama was so very grateful when the young ladies offered them to us.
Oh, I see.
Mother, help me with this cloth.
I go now. I bother you. Well, Cornelia Skinner,
Now, Mother, darling, don't be cross.
I'm not cross, Cornelia Skinner.
You wouldn't call me Cornelia Skinner if you weren't cross.
Very well, young lady. We won't discuss it.
Oh, Mother, I wouldn't have given them to her, but I felt so sorry for the girl, having to carry around all those dust cloths, those heavy cloths, and simply no place to put them. The poor girl was burdened like a pack horse. And besides, I thought you only meant for me to wear them while traveling.
I see.
Oh, now, Mother, if you're going to take that tone, thought you always wanted me to be generous.
Ahoy there, rope it up.
Very well, Cornelia. There's your father. We'll discuss this another time.
I'm sure the clerk in that drugstore thought I was going to clean up after a murder.
Now take off your coat, dear, and maybe you better roll up your trousers. We're going to scrub. Mercy, what are these sandwiches for?
They're for me. I haven't had a thing since breakfast, and if the girls aren't going to lunch with us, I've got to have sustenance.
Not now, dear. You can have the sandwiches later, after you've scrubbed those bedposts.
Mother, it says here that the swelling won't go down for half an hour.
Well, by the time you're through with the luncheon, the boys won't notice a thing.
But they'll see me all through the luncheon.
You can keep putting a napkin to your lips, dear, or a menu.
A napkin in one hand and a menu in the other. How will I ever eat?
Let's swap the next, matey.
Now scrub hard. They get right into the woodwork, you know.
Take my word for it, madam. None shall escape. It is not for nothing that I'm known on 2 continents as Otis the Mighty Hunter.
Oh, dear, look what you've done.
Mother!
The mighty hunter indeed.
I am immersing myself in my work. Bed bugs away, my legs. Bed bugs away.
Mother, it's the boys.
Hello in there! Lafayette, we are here!
Yes, Father, quick. You'll have to hide.
And why may I ask you have to hide? I'm a Republican.
Father, you here? Quick. You can come in. I can't have them meet you dripping with disinfectant.
You don't have to pretend I'm a relative. Just say I'm the janitor.
Now, Otis, you go ahead. You can help Cornelia dress.
It'll only be for a few minutes. You can meet them later.
Let's do my sandwiches.
I'll slip them to you in a minute, Mr. Skinner. Are we ready? Yes, dear. Tuck them in. Hello, Dick. Hello, Leah. Please come in.
Well, finally.
This is Mrs. Skinner, Cornelia's mother.
How do you do, Miss Skinner?
This is Dick Winters and Leo McAvoy, Mrs. Skinner. So, these are the boys that go to Dartmouth where they have all the winter carnivals.
Well, yes. Well, that is no. You see,
We go to Harvard. We're medical students.
Well, now, isn't that lovely? I'm sure your mothers are proud to have a medical man in the family. You get all the inside developments on science, don't you?
Yes. Yes, we do have to keep up. Say, Emily, guess who we bumped into in London?
Who?
your two English friends from the ship.
You know, frightfully and ripping.
Oh, yes, them. How are they?
Harriet was fine, but Winifred was just recovering from an attack of the measles.
No.
Yes.
You know, we just couldn't figure out where she caught him.
How was Cordelia now, Mrs. Skinner?
Well, she's fine, Leo, just fine.
Don't what?
Don't sit on that bed.
Well, why? What's the matter with it?
Why, the landlady is very fussy about it. I understand it once belonged to Cardinal Richelieu. That is to say, he slept on it. See?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Say, what have you been using all the disinfectant for?
Disinfectant? Disinfectant?
Yeah, this place smells like an operating room.
Well, I don't believe I smell anything peculiar to you, Emily. Why, no, just the honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle?
Oh, I just love France this time of year.
What was that?
Oh, we just keep hearing the strangest noises. This is the strangest mansion, pension or something.
Well, it sounded like someone was hurt. I better check.
What? No! They have a medical kit for such emergencies.
Please, if the man says we got 13 inside of the windows, I have to visit four children, and two uncles and my wife. If I am injured, they will starve.
Oh, yes, we're sorry. We'll make it up to you.
But what are you so sorry about?
These dolls, you just have to humor them.
If I'm not fed soon, I shall reveal all.
Have you got somebody on video?
What? No, that's just the man down the hall.
Down the hall? It sounded as if it was coming from right in there.
Oh, well, partitions these old hotels are so thin. So thin.
Well, speaking of food, I'm getting kind of hungry myself. Shouldn't Cornelia be ready?
I'm starved. Hey, what do you know? Sandwiches. I don't mind this dinner if we have a bite, dude.
Nothing seems to spoil our appetites.
Wait, don't touch those!
Well, why?
Oh, they're terrible. They're not fresh. I was going to throw them out.
Emily, are you all right?
Oh, it's the mayonnaise in them. It's rancid, I think. I just hate rancid mayonnaise, don't you?
Well, if we can't have those, let's get going.
Emily, you seem awfully peculiar today. Wasn't she to you, Mrs. Skinner?
1,000 pardons for not coming sooner about the bed. Such a tragedy.
What about that bed?
Oh, it's nothing. It's perfectly all right.
It is not certainly all right. To think that such a thing would happen in my house, it is humiliating.
You needn't be concerned, madam. It was nothing. Please say nothing more about it.
Nothing. Mon Dieu.
Really, it was a pleasure.
These Americans all crazy.
She's just always apologizing because the bed isn't so comfortable. Cardinals led such monastic lives, you know.
Hey, look, do we eat today or don't we?
Oh, Cornelia must be ready. Cornelia! Yes, I Yes, we must.
Fine old doorways in this house, aren't they?
Well, but, come on, boys, don't keep us waiting.
Keep you waiting. Women.
Where are we going? To the trillion? I just love the trillion, but I'm so intimidated by head waiters.
Is it legal for Otis the leper to go forth now?
Yes, dear, they're gone. Such nice boys. They're going to be doctors.
I heard what Emily said about the rancid mayonnaise. I don't think she was kidding.
I'm worried about Cornelia. With that fan in front of her face, she might bump into something.
What's that?
What? Otis, whatever are you doing?
That bed. I sat on it. It's mayonnaise, it's carnivorous. Where's that disinfectant?
Emily, if he doesn't come today, I'll die. I'll just die.
Well, Cornelia, I suspect he won't come.
Then I can't go. I simply will not go back to Brian Lar and say that Monsieur de la Croix never gave me a lesson.
Well, he didn't come last week, or the week before that, or the week before that.
Well, there were very good reasons. He had an extra performance in the Sandthorpe one week, and he had to recite that memorial ode at the opening of that new museum the other week.
And his aunt came to visit him from Providence last week.
Emily! You don't believe it?
Oh, of course I believe it. But goodness, Cornelia, in half an hour we get on the boat for Le Havre. At Le Havre, we get on the boat to go home. What good would a lesson do now?
What good would it do? It just might change my whole life, that's all. I could write to him. I could come back next summer. Why, he might even agree to become my mentor.
What's a mentor?
Oh, never mind. And for heaven's sakes, Emily, why are you writing all those postcards now?
I know. Isn't it terrible how I leave everything to the last minute?
Why, we'll be home before they arrive.
I know it. But if people don't get a postcard dated Paris, France, they won't believe a word I tell them.
Emily, do you think I should call him? Father will be here any minute, and I can't call him then.
I don't know, Cornelia. A woman loses much of her femininity, all of her queenliness, when she has to call a man.
What?
I read that in Jamor.
Well, I don't care. I'm going to call him.
Cornelia, what did you write to Janet King about clothes?
Why, I said it was a treasure trove of beauty. Why?
Because I didn't want to say the same thing.
Emily. Goodness. I'm going to do it.
What?
Emily, this is the lowest ebb of my womanly life, and there you sit writing postcards. I'm going to call Monsieur de la Croix.
Oh, certainly, Cornelia.
Well, I thought you were worried about my cleanliness. Odeon du coiffe 6 s'il vous plaît.
This was to our maid. She also had bed bugs.
Hello. May I speak to Monsieur de la Croix, please?
I think I'd like to tell her about yours.
Emily, for heaven's sakes, on a postcard?
All right. I'll tell her about Napoleon's tomb instead.
Hello? Oh, hello, Monsieur. This is Cornelia Skinner. Yes, Cornelia Otis Skinner. Are you going to come today and give me my lesson? Oh? You got a matinee in half an hour? Oh, but couldn't you come at all? Well, this is my last day in Paris, you see, and... Well, couldn't they change the bill or something, Monsieur? My father will be here any minute to pick us up and... What? Yes. Yes, that's right. My father will be here any minute, you see, and that's why... Oh, you will? Oh, Monsieur! Oh, well, yes. We'll expect you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh.
Is he coming?
He's in his costume already, but he's going to slip into a taxi and come right over.
Well, costume? How exciting.
Oh, isn't it wonderful?
Emily,
What are you cooking and everything for?
I'm saying goodbye to everything for the last time.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Mark Chandler do in a movie once, and it was terribly tender.
Well, when you say goodbye to that vase over there, don't drop it.
Cornelia, open the door. Hands are full.
Oh, all right, Father. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Skinner.
Hello, my dear.
Good heavens, all the packages. What's that big one?
That is the left wing of Chateau Frontenac.
Now, Otis, it's just a board, dear.
A board?
We ripped it out of the molding.
Nonsense. It was lying on the grass when broken away from the terrace. It will make such a lovely coffee drink, and so historic.
Well, I can hardly believe my eyes, but I see that we're all packed here. Therefore, let's away. Homeward.
Oh, Father, you don't mean now, this minute.
I most assuredly do mean now, this minute.
But we have a whole hour.
We have to take a taxi cab to the station, dear.
And these old rickety French cabs? I'd rather go by prairie schooner.
But, Father, I can't go now.
Now look, girl, we haven't any time for nonsense.
But I'm perfectly serious, Father.
Oh, she is, Mr. Skinner. I've got to wait for Monsieur de la Croix.
For who?
Oh, Father, you must remember, I told you all about him.
That's her actor, dear.
Her actor?
From the Comedy Française.
He's coming here now. He's on his way.
In costume.
Now, Cornelia, I hate to be in the position of discouraging your art, but we are not going to miss that train.
Oh, it's all right, Father. Peace
Mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle.
Oh, Monsieur, good afternoon. This is my mother. And Father.
Oh, this Skinner is not, but I'm enchanted to make your acquaintance.
How do you do?
How much we have heard of your work in the American theater in Kismet. Magnifique.
Thank you, thank you. Now, my daughter here...
To speak with you is an opportunity that I have long awaited.
Yes, sorry we haven't more time. We'll get the trunks checked, Cornelia.
It was my thought, Monsieur Skinner, that perhaps you could arrange an American tour for me, oui?
My dear man, you seem to be under some misapprehension. I'm an actor, not a booking agent. Come on, Maud, we've got to find a port.
Oh, Monsieur Skinner!
Would you like me to read first, Monsieur, or do you want me to recite?
What?
I said, do you want me to recite?
Yes, yes. Oh, un moment, Miss Skinner, un moment. Miss Skinner, I feel there is something I must tell you.
Well, what is it?
Well, the fact of the matter is, if we are not to mince words, to teach you would be a waste of my time.
What?
Well, in you, I find no thing in which to work.
You mean?
I mean, mademoiselle, that you have no talent.
No talent?
At least not for acting. I suggest you try your hand at something else, perhaps. Dressmaking?
Dressmaking? Oh!
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Bonjour.
You! Get out of here! That's why you're breaking right here again! Oh, Cornelia, don't pay any attention to him! Who's he anyway? Why, he can't even speak good English!
Oh, Emily, my life is through. I'll never act. Oh!
Cornelia, don't cry. Please don't cry!
Oh, it's all right for you to talk. The bottom hasn't dropped out of your world. You still have your dancing.
Oh, my dancing really isn't any good, Cornelia. I just took it up to get out of gym.
Your life is all planned and secure. First you'll be a great ballet dancer, and then you'll settle down and marry.
Oh, no, I won't, Cornelia. I doubt if I'll ever marry. I'll doubt if anybody will ever ask me.
Oh, yes, they will. You're just the kind they do ask. Everybody will be after you.
Cornelia, please don't cry.
Yes, Otis. He's gone. And oh, girls, I have a surprise for you.
What is it?
Guess whom we found downstairs? Dick and Leo have come to see you all.
Yes, can we be any help?
Well, Cornelia, aren't you glad to see the boys? Cornelia, what's the matter with you?
Oh, Mrs. Skinner, it's that Monsieur de la Croix.
Mother, he said I had no talent.
Oh, baby.
Oh, he did, did he?
Yes, he said she should study dressmaking. Yes!
Why the little chipmunk?
That's right, dear. Chipmunk.
My life is over.
Now, Cornelia, you're not going to pay attention to anything he said.
Say, who is this guy anyway?
Just a cheap opportunist. What does he know about acting?
No, he's right. Don't try and comfort me. I'll never act. And after all the time I wasted on my diaphragm.
Oh, Cornelia. Oh, yes, and I have another surprise for you, too. A present for both of you.
Cheer up, Cornelia. We believe in you.
What's the present, Mrs. Skinner? Oh, Cornelia, you don't want to see that. Not in your present state of mind.
I brought them to show you all's forgiven, dear. See?
Oh.
Cornelia, pull yourself together.
Yes, Father. I will. It's all over now. I'll never be in the theater. I'll just lead a drab, dreary, bourgeois life. Just a cog in the wheel. I'll do office work. Probably for an insurance man.
Oh, baby.
I can just see myself. Into the office bright and early at 8:45. A fresh flower for your desk, Mr. Heffelswinger. Oh, yes, Mr. Heffelswinger. I did make carvings of that invoice. Yes, sir, it's filed under Z in second year premiums. Shall I look it up for you, Mr. Heffelswinger, whatever your name is? What? You say we sold 2 new policies today? Sidewalk insurance? My, that does sound interesting, Mr. Glesselfinger. I'll stay there for years. And then finally, I'll marry Mr. Hesselfinger. The only speaking I'll do in public is to the neighbors over the back fence. Yes, sir. My George says I make the best spoon bread he ever tasted. How do I make it? Well, I take my bread, then I mush it up, and I put it in my bowl. Then I add my flour, and I mix it all together. Did you do much canning this year? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, I sure did. 16 cans of peaches and 14 tomatoes. I've decided to make dark fruit cake this Christmas. My George likes it better than light fruit cake. No, you don't say. My dear, I haven't seen a newspaper all week. I've been too busy cleaning out my downstairs closets. Yes, that's what I always say. Nothing gives you a real sense of satisfaction like hanging out a nice, snowy wash. The most glamorous thing I'll ever do is to stand on the porch on Sundays watching the men pitch horseshoes. Good for you, George. Good for you. Don't let Lamb get all the ringers I expect to go due to the county tournament. And then we'll be old. Old and sitting on that front porch just rocking and talking about our thrilling life together. Yes, George. Yes, George. Yes, George. It's been wonderful. Oh. Oh.
Bravo! Bravo! Say, Cornelia, that was better than laying in bed. You know it was.
Cornelia, you had me all taken up in it.
Magnifique! Magnifique!
You're a whole show yourself.
Oh,
Father.
What you did just now was quite good. I'd think about it.
Well now, I'm glad I did work on my diaphragm.
Now if you'll get to work on your face so that we can get out of here,
Oh my goodness.
we'll miss that train.
Everything's packed, isn't it? Yes, I just have to close them.
We'll take them down for you.
Fine, boys, fine. I'll go line up a taxi.
Otis, we've got my board, haven't we?
I wish we were going all the way home with you instead of just to the boat. Remember, you said you'd ride.
If you ride first.
Oh, I will. Which one is yours so I can take it?
Oh, this is hers. And Dick, this is... Oh, wait a minute. There. Now hurry on, boys. Give Mr. Skinner the impression that we're coming.
Child, draw closer.
Huh?
I'm simply going to do this because I don't want you to have any misconception of my true nature.
What?
I don't want you to feel that I was backward in any way. Well, come on, boy. Snap into it.
You go. Oh. You know, Cornelia, I really made them go ahead so that we could have this last moment together.
That's right. It's all over, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, come on now. Oh, Emily, we're going.
Such a lovely summer. And it's all over.
Yes, but we may come back.
But it won't be the same, Cornelia. We won't be together. And we won't be 19, Cornelia. Not ever again.
No. Goodbye.